Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we are back in Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is episode 3 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, while Doctor Strange and the rest of them are working on a magical solution to get into the Sanctum Sanctorum, Carol had another idea. Capture some Hydra goons and see if we can get them to spill the beans on how to get inside. We located Dr. Faustus, and Hunter, Carol, and Blade went after them. We discovered by watching for a little bit that he was doing some kind of a merge of technology and magic for destructive purposes, of course. And after the battle that ensued, we managed to capture the artifact, which we still need to turn over to Tony and Steven to examine. We also spent some time hanging out with Nico, watching some movies and chatting. This was our first of what will be many hangouts that we'll be doing to gain friendship with the other team members. As you gain friendship with them, new abilities become available. You get special, team maneuvers that you can do that do a lot of damage and stuff like that. So it's good to build up friendship with your teammates in this. After we talked to Nico, we also talked to Sarah here, and she told us about how Agatha was killed in an accident while training Wanda. And she mentioned that she created a memorial to Agatha and that Charlie would take us out to the memorial. So we're going to follow Charlie here, and we're going to go pay our respects. And things are going to happen because things always happen. Okay, here's the memorial. And there's Agatha. Hello, Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, death, destruction, end of the world, those kinds of things. Sure, it's perfectly safe. All right, here we go to the brightly glowing rune. The blood seal. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad could happen here.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
All right. Trial of the Elder Gods, Oshtur. Open the way to locations barred. Recommended player level 1, current level player 3. Let's begin.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Oshtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie!
Charlie?
Okay.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Charlie just he-manned out there.
As the goddess of balance and order, Oshtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Okay, so we have our normal abilities, quicks, knockbacks, etc. We also have Charlie's abilities. Charlie's got a maul, which applies vulnerable, and he's got a bite on knockout, draw a card. And so we got quite a bit of environmental stuff that we can do here too. Most of these guys are single kill or single hit minions, but there are two of them here that have 32 health each. So probably what we'll do is we'll start building up some points with our quick strikes.
You were too weak for this
Okay,
fight.
there's one. We can knock back. Here's another quick strike. Let's get this guy.
Your mother abandons you.
Okay, let's chuck this rock into this guy right here. Okay, and then we can do a knockback attack from this guy into that guy right there. That'll do a little bit of damage to him. And take that one out.
Feel my call.
Okay, we got two now. This will do 18. He's down to 24. That's 15. Draw a card. Let's do this. So we can get another card out here.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Okay, it's a heal. That might come in handy. Okay, we have one card left. We can do this. Apply a vulnerable to him, but we're not going to take him out. Probably should have done that last turn. We could actually take him out. We can do this. And we can move
Now
Hunter
that was
around so that
something.
she can get off this and hit him. Unless this will reach him. Nope, not quite. Alright, so let's take Hunter. Let's bring her over here. This is going to cost us 2. Oh, this is good. This is a knockback. Okay. This is actually going to take out a couple of guys here. I think if I move this way just a hair more, I might be able to catch all of these guys here. Ah, look at that pinball action right there. Get some. Oh, I've got no more heroism. Oh, we left him with one little thing that was almost a kill in one round. All right.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Okay, so this is an interesting card. It would have been better to get it on the first round, but it's okay. So this applies marked to each enemy in the area, which means that on a knockout, you get the card play refunded as if you had a quick strike. So that would have been good to have the first one, but that's okay. So we just need a quick, something here. Doesn't even matter. Piece of cake.
Impressed.
Easy,
Good
easy.
girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Oh, only 2 stars, really? Guess you have to get them all in one to get 3 stars. That's okay. Moving on. All right. This is Oshtur's cavern. Down. Nope. There's a moon seal, which I think we have to put here. Yep.
Oh, this looks like it belongs here.
Oshtur's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Oshtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Okay. Open the gate using Word of Power. So you just hold down spacebar and you can select it here. That's if you're on
The goddess of
PC.
order approves.
Okay. So if we look over here, we've got another chest, but we don't have any keys to open it yet, so we'll have to come back to that at some point. But now it's on our map, so it's okay.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Okay. Next morning, apparently. Okay, got a new gamma coil to analyze, so let's head over to the forge.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
Strange out.
Yep. Got it.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Yeah, gremlins. Okay, so we can go here and take light path, dark path. We're going to stick with the light path. Let's have him make something powerful.
I hope...
As I said, I'm sure it can help us.
Double click there. Sorry about
I
that.
just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside.
All right,
Approach the
so
anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
bring more artifacts is what
I
we're
just
hearing.
hope you brought me something interesting.
Okay, so we can open up the artifact here.
I'm not expecting any difficulties with this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Okay, so that's going to... Okay, so that gives
fair,
us attack,
does
heroic, and
look
skill essence.
Interesting, at least.
And a common artifact. Common artifacts will come into play in a little bit later. So let's continue here. That also increases our research level, I believe. Yes. So now we're up to research level 1. All right, so we now have the ability to research these things here. So we can get the fabrication, we can do war games. So, and both of these will take a day each, and we can do them both. We don't have to pick. We just have to choose which one we want first. So let's start with war games. and start the research on that. That'll be done tomorrow, which will be after our next mission and then after we sleep. Okay, 1 day remaining on that. Daily Bugle Bot.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
I think we have another gamma coil that we can get to.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony.
So let's
How may I
analyze
assist
this.
you
This will
today?
be new cards for Hunter, Blade, and Carol. See what we can
Got
get
some
here.
upgrades for you, hot off the press.
Inspire. Change the
Forge.
cost of a random heroic card in your hand to 0. Could be nice. Okay, another Fist of Radiance for Carol. Another Make 'em Bleed for Blade. This doesn't add anything, but it also doesn't
Another
cost
magical
us
mystery
anything.
box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
And it could get us down. We could get a we could get one of our heroic cards down to 0, which might not be bad. So let's take that one. Okay, and that's all we have for right
Find
now.
more coil, send it my way.
Okay, we need to meet Robbie over there.
You moving into the forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
All right, let's do it.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Okay, so now we're going to go spar a little bit. This is going to become kind of a standard routine for us. Hit the forge.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
Yup.
I'm talking training. Ghost Rider. Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
I'm going to pick up this.
Hey, Hunter.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and, before we do that, we're going to rearrange our deck just a little bit because we have that new card. So let's edit our deck and let's take out. So this one is this is a skill card. So we could keep our heals or we could combine our heals and keep our attacks. Let's keep our attacks and we'll combine our heals. We'll put Inspire in and then we will use the upgrader here and we'll combine those heals together.
Practice makes perfect.
Okay, so now if overhealed, draw 2 cards. That's going to be really nice. Also, it just adds that ability, but still, the ability to draw 2 cards is going to be nice. So yeah, if we heal more than what the person is hurt, whoever it is we heal, then we get 2 new cards.
Hardly any cobwebs.
Being able to draw new cards is always great in this. There's no maximum number of cards you can have in your hand at any time, and it's just more options always. So all right, let's go to the daily sparring. I'm gonna spar with Robbie here. We're not you don't have to actually do anything. It's just training. It's okay. +1 training XP, 3 of 5 to get to the next level. 3 friendship with Robbie and adaptive combat bonus. Robbie starts the mission with 2 redraws.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Okay, I need to talk to
Got a
Blade
minute,
first.
Hunter. Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, she's something.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
Ink blades and
And do
love.
you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Okay, we're gonna go light path here.
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Uh-huh. Blade's got a crush on Carol.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Okay, I'll find her.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Okay. There's some more credits. All right, we have to find Magic. She's probably sulking. She's not down by the pool.
Hunter.
Robbie might know where she is.
Robbie, have you seen Magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
All right.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Oh, you miss Wanda.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
All right. Well, this seems a little harsh. I think with Magic, It seems like we kind of need to go darkish to be better with her, I think. She seems to be a little bit more on the dark side. I don't know if I want to push to the dark side, but I think we can probably stay neutral here and still be...
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world.
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time.
Yeah, well, nobody else
Perhaps
can.
Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Okay, that probably could have gone better. Could have probably gone better.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
So these are side missions now. So here we go. We got one. Stop the Hydra helicopter. So this is a normal mission, normal scale with the gray there. Get a gamma coil and an intel cache. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So now we've only got 2 set people in this one, so we'll be able to choose our third teammate. And let's start out. Well, she wants us to give back. Let's bring her on the mission. She's pretty good, actually. Her starting deck's not bad. Magic's, that is.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
All right, let's do this.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
All right, here we go. Okay, there's the helicopter. We got to get it before that leaves. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. So the nose of the helicopter is, yeah, is targetable.
We will not fail.
Okay, so these are extra cards. If we
Looks
take
like
these
Captain
guys out,
Marvel
we
was
get those
right on
cards.
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest
Yep.
we stop it and see for ourselves.
Yep. Working on it. Okay, we got a quick knockback attack, which we can use to knock this guy back into the helicopter and do some damage to both of them. 84 damage to the helicopter will take it out. So she's all about the portals.
Cannot possibly match your strength.
Okay, one down. How are we looking here? 45, 90, 45 here. Couple of goons. Let's take a quick slash on one of the goons. Everybody seems to be going after Ileana. Okay, level up. Excellent.
How invigorating.
Wow, just about everybody's going after her. That's a lot of heat going her way. Okay, so we can create a portal for free. So how this works is you can put the portal down, and then you pick which direction you want it to face. Like that. And then anytime she knocks somebody back, she knocks them back through the portal. So what we could do, for instance, is we could take this guy over here, or this guy here, do a forceful knockback on him, and knock him back into the helicopter. So he's going to take that much damage, the helicopter's going to take that much damage. Do it.
Centuries ago.
Looks good.
Now that was something.
All right, we've got 2 card plays left. This will draw us 3 extra cards and give us 2, and then we can do a whip. That's the only 2 cards we have. So I want to do this first, and then we'll do the whip so that there's no, well, yeah, well, we have to do it this way anyway. We're going to run out of cards. All right. So we got 5 heroism points. Fists of Radiance, we can do another knockback. We can do draw cards again. We can do a taunt and a block equal to the damage we deal. It's not that much damage, but it's a little bit. Okay, I'm just looking for an angle here, see if we can. What if we do this? What if we select Hunter? We can't hit either of them from where we're standing now. Okay, that's all right. Let's get Carol then. Start working on her binary. So I could have a choice here. I could knock him back into him and damage both of them, or take this guy here and knock him back into the helicopter again. That'll nearly kill him and do more damage to the helicopter. That's probably our better bet.
I'm on it.
Then we'll take him out next turn. Another level up for Carol.
Didn't think I could get any stronger.
Okay. So we still have 3. Which we could use. We could take him out if we wanted. He is just a single. That would leave us 2. Let's take him out so he's not shooting up. Not shooting up Ileana. Hunter doesn't have an angle on anybody with this. She could probably hit both of them, maybe ping pong into that too. Let's move Hunter over to here. I don't know if she'll knock it back far enough to do this guy in the back there, but oh, he's just out of reach. That other guy's just out of reach. Well, if we go this way, we might be able to knock the other guy back. Let's come here. Okay, it's trying to make me move here. I don't want to move. I want to kick this thing. Okay, well, we can take the one guy out and do serious damage to this one.
You had your chance to escape.
Nice. Okay, that's not bad for our first turn. Okay, we got the weak point card. Target an object, apply infinite and vulnerable. So we'll use that next turn. And we're out of heroism points. Do we need to redraw anything? I don't think we do. I think we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and continue on here.
Until the end.
Stop trying already.
I've been waiting for this.
Don't try that again.
Okay, so she's just vulnerable now. Takes extra damage.
They're almost here. Hold position. You've got nothing to fear.
Okay, strengthened. So he's going to do more, but we're going to take him out.
You
So
don't
it's okay.
even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter.
So we're going to
was only
apply
the
vulnerable
beginning.
here.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open
And
more
23
than your
damage.
eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Okay, so we got that. Now we need some... Now we need some hero points. She's in the wrong place to do knockbacks. I don't know if I want to move her though. Yeah, I'm trying to get the helicopter taken care of here. So let's move her over to here. We're gonna knock this guy, forceful knock back him into the helicopter. Or we could just do a quick knockback. And then a forceful knockback.
Leave some for the rest of us. I am impressed.
Which should take this, hopefully both of them out. Didn't quite get it. Oh, it's got 1 health left. Okay, that's all of our card plays. We have 2. Could hit him. Can't believe I left that with 1 health. Okay, what do we got? Those are all going after magic. We could take him out at least. Let's take him out. That's a little bit of damage that's not going her way. Okay. Any redraws needed? Environmental attacks deal increased damage, cost 1 less heroism for 2 turns. That's not bad. Although we're running out of environmental attacks to make. Is this 1 or 2? It's 2. Yeah, we're about out of environmental attacks here. Alright, let's go to the next turn.
Forever in service. No retreat.
I have a long memory.
Okay, a little damage there. We're okay. Reinforcements coming in.
We are not done yet.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper.
Okay,
please.
let's get this going.
With pleasure.
That'll take care of the chopper.
That will do.
Okay, Captain, defeat the remaining enemies.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
Yep. Okay, so this is free. This is free.
It's about time.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Knock him back into... into this guy would be better. Let's move her here. Oh, have we moved already? We have not. Let's move her to here. And then let's do this, that.
Is that all?
Not looking good here.
Now that was something.
At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These Rent-A-Mercs have no gumption.
Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and taunt him as well, so that he attacks Carol. Carol's got a ton of block right now, so we want as many people attacking her as we can get, because Ileana's getting down to lower health, and there's just not much we can do about it right at this instant, so let's do this.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Okay, and Ileana, you're going to take your one heroism point left, and we're going to hit this guy with it.
I am ready.
Dropped right on his head. That'll do it. Okay, she should be fine now. And everybody else, I don't know, one guy's still attacking her, but we have nothing we can do about it, so it's okay.
By her command.
A little bit of damage here, but she'll be okay. Oh, except she's injured.
Taking the shot.
Injuries will heal over time.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow this human...
Okay, so we're going to start with the heal.
These mere mortals dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible
Okay,
with
got
mana.
our extra 2. We have a couple of... We have a quick attack, and then we can photon beam the other 2 and end this. So let's do that.
Hell.
Is there any way we can get Ileana? I'm going to play the card just to get her the XP.
Best I can do for now.
Because we're okay. There's her level up.
Day.
And then we're going to have Carol use her Photon Blast. And we're going to take these other 2 guys out. She's going to have to move just... Oh, she can get them this way.
Save this one just for you.
There we go. Done and done.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Okay.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
That's Sabretooth.
Count on it.
Sabretooth is watching. Two stars. Got an intel cache and a gamma coil. Got more gloss. Looks good.
Hooray for us not dying.
I would talk to her real quick. She's got a gold bar on her here.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the transdimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can go a little bit this way and see if we can get her to be a little more friendly. This is a little bit dark pathy, but that's okay. We're gonna be plenty on the light side.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes,
There it
I
is.
understand.
There's that heart.
Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
All right, so there we go. Done, done, done. Doing okay for time here. We're gonna do just a little bit more here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep going. Apparently we're not sleeping yet. Aha! Okay, so now we can start to do hangouts. So we could hang out with Carol or with Dr. Strange. Also, I'm going to take a quick look out here. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff out here. A little gloss. A little more here. Take a quick lap around the forge here, see if we can find anything else. Sometimes there's stuff like hiding back here. There's some more gloss. The gloss isn't that important, but there are, a little bit later, you get the gift shop, which you can use gloss to open up things. You can buy things out of this little cabinet right here, a little bit down the road, and you can use those things to increase your friendship with other people when you're doing hangouts and later on when you're doing other stuff. We need to praise Charlie because Charlie,
Good girl, Charlie.
gives us arcane knowledge and stuff, and we also get friendship with him
high
too.
And we hit our marks.
Okay, so who do we want to hang out with tonight? Let's say Carol, maybe. So we can join a hangout. So we got some options. We can explore the grounds, we can have a conversation, or we can read by the fire. I don't know if any of these is better than the other. They all seem to do okay as far as that goes. So she's a exploring the grounds type, I want to say. Let's do that.
You doing okay?
It's nothing.
What is wrong?
I can't play darts anymore.
Why not?
I can't lose. I get the max score every game. I can even pull off some crazy Robin Hood shots. I've tried blindfolds, facing away from the board, and one finger throws. Perfect score every time.
Time to master something else.
You need to find something to replace darts.
Like what?
If physical activity is too easy for you, why not try something different?
Tony always tries to get me to play Go. That's because it's the only scenario where he knows he can kick my butt.
So learn how to play. Beat him at his own game.
Maybe. He's insufferable when he's winning. Always gets under my skin.
Then the game you are really playing is learning not to let Tony under your skin.
That's clever. And it'll freak him out. Yeah, okay. I'll try it. This was a blast, Hunter.
Okay, so you get extra friendship, like the activity, +1 for the conversation. She gets a new Abby outfit that she can wear. Okay, we have to go open the library door now. Oh, there's some skill essence. We'll definitely take that. It isn't ever much, but every little bit, you know. There's some more gloss. All right, so we need to use, so you'll notice that the door has the symbol on it of our power. So we're gonna have to actually face the door here. There we go. So anytime we see that symbol, we can use our power to open whatever it is. And there's Agatha.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you.
Oh, magic floaty book.
I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Okay, so we can start to get some information from Wanda's journal. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Okay, guys, and I think this is a good stopping place so that we don't need to get too much deeper into this. I did see some gloss back here. Also, there's a book here that you can read that usually gives you arcane knowledge. Yep, 5 arcane knowledge from that. You can read that if you want. I'm not going to read it to you. And then there's also a book over here that you can read to gain arcane knowledge. And this will come into play later. 22 cards representing all facets of existence. The tarot is the universal sight for our future, of our future. Possess the tarot and you will take possession of your future. So we've already found one of the tarot cards. We will find more as we explore around the grounds. So it's good to keep coming back to those because that arcane knowledge starts to come in handy. Later you can start doing things with the brewing cauldron here, and it ends up being transformative stuff. Like you can transform one skill essence into a heroic essence or attack essence or whatever. Lots of different little things you can do with the cauldron there, so it's worth it to do that. So we're going to leave it here, and next time that we get back, we will go ahead and head out to Agatha's altar, and we will start taking a look at the elemental pillars, and we'll get into another mission next time as well. And once we're done sleeping, we'll get back to the forge, we'll get some more cards, and we'll get some more work done in the yard, and then we'll go on another mission. So that's what we got coming up next time. But that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.